Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where it is once again Vosteed time on the channel, and I feel like it's been a minute. Vosteed has been in the lab. They've been a little quiet, but they have been busy. They've been to work, and I got two examples of some newer Vosteed options to take a look at. Basically a brand new knife. I would consider this one new just based off the size and blade shape and all the cool things it's got going on. And then another amazing version of arguably Vosteed's best knife right here. Now, you're probably not used to seeing a box this size. So, yeah, we'll keep you in content or keep you in waiting just a little longer before we get into this. This one will be a little quicker. This is more of just a brief unboxing. You guys have heard me talk about this knife plenty of times. You've seen many versions, but there's a new version. It's out, it's available, and you should probably know about it. Some of you are going to hate it. Some of you are going to love it. I feel like this is a very divisive material between the knife nuts and the knife community, but this right here is the Vosteed Thunderbird in Ultem. And I gotta say, you guys, you kind of know my take on Ultem. I like Ultem. I prefer it be paired with black hardware and a black blade because I just think that yellow and black goes a lot, it goes a lot better together for me. But they did do a good job of kind of just getting a nice matte finish on this Ultem. So it does look a little better. Excuse me. But all in all, it's still the Thunderbird. I mean, it's still got the amazing action, super, super fidgety, always good to middle finger flick, always good to front flip. It doesn't really matter how you're deploying this knife. It's just very, very addictive, very fun, and a really, really good looking blade. I mean, it's kind of got that Tonto vibe going, but with the swedge and all the extra angles and just linear attraction going on with this blade. To me, it's probably Vosteed's best knife. And it hurts me to say it because obviously I have a design through Vosteed. I truly love my Thornton, but I feel like there's definitely more Thunderbirds out there than there are Thorntons. Regardless, I still love my Thornton. Do you guys want to see more Thorntons? If you do, drop that comment in the comments. So hopefully Vosteed sees it and we can get another run going. That would be great. But no, this Thunderbird is just as good as really all the rest, unless you don't like Ultem. If you don't like Ultem, it's obviously not going to be for you. But if you like Ultem, if you like the Thunderbird, look no further. It's available. This is the 3.25-inch bladed version. So it's a very nice size, and it is coming in at $139. That $139 is going to get you LMAX steel, which is a fantastic steel. Definitely still a premium steel in my opinion. So an excellent steel. Takes a wicked sharp edge. Great knife to sharpen. It deburrs itself naturally. It's a very, very nice steel. LMAX is, and something that I definitely hope still sticks around in the knife world. I hope LMAX never goes away because it's a great steel. And now we can get into that other big box that probably has a lot of people questioning just what it is. Some of you probably know what it is. It's not like a knife that hasn't come out yet. This knife is also available. And it's also kind of like a new version of the knife that I'm trying to grab behind me. Okay, I got it. We'll pull it off here in just a second for some size comparisons. But this is the Vosteed Sheepsfoot Mink XL. Take a look at this beast. Now, I would think a lot of you are probably familiar with the original Mink. It was a much smaller fixed blade. And we'll bring it out here right now, and we'll do a quick size comparison. So here's the original Mink, and as you can see, this was a drop point style blade, or, well, really not a drop point. It's really kind of more like a straight back almost, or, yeah, so definitely wouldn't call it a drop point. But anyway, okay, here we go. Here is the original Mink compared with the Mink XL. It's, you know, this is kind of tricky because I feel like the Mink XL feels and looks bigger than you would think, but then when you compare it to the original mink, you're like, okay, I guess it's really not that much bigger, but you get a lot more sharpened blade length, you get a taller blade, and obviously a completely different blade shape. You're looking at, you know, roughly an inch difference, probably a little less than an inch difference in overall length between the original mink and the Mink XL sheep's foot. But this Mink XL sheep's foot really does have some really good benefits to it, to where I think it makes a great camping knife, but not for all the camping things that one might think. So we'll pull the other mink off to the side, which I still freaking love the original mink, by the way. One of the better mid-sized fixed blades I have ever come across in the budget realm. But now going back to this one, let's take a look at some overall specs. This is kind of a very full overview. We're going to take a look at all the specs here, and we are looking at an overall length of 8.02 inches, a blade length of 3.99 inches, and a blade thickness at 118 thousandths. We have a sheep's foot style blade with a very nice, very thin and slicey flat grind. We have a handle length coming in at 4.02 inches and a handle thickness at 460 thousandths. Handle material on this guy is micarta, and it feels fantastic. They did a really good job of oiling this micarta before they sent it out. So, yeah, it has an exceptional feel in hand. Weight coming in at 3.62 ounces without the sheath. But then if you include the sheath with it, which is obviously it's a decent sized sheath for a decent sized knife, these together is 6.2 ounces. Designed by Yudong of Vosteed, of Vosteed Knives, and a price coming in at $79. Not bad at all for $79. That is an easy yes for me. And where I think this knife would really excel, obviously, you know, it could be a full-size EDC fixed blade. I mean, I wouldn't EDC a full-size fixed blade. It's just not, it doesn't fit in my day-to-day and what I do. I have more of an office job, and I travel a lot. So, you know, a big fixed blade it just doesn't quite cut it for me. But if I'm camping, this could be a very, very good kitchen knife when you're camping. It would be great for cutting up any steaks, hot dogs, whatever you're going to cook over the fire. It's going to be good for some other types of wood tasks, you know, if you want to like whittle wood, or if you want to just, you know, kind of just do something like that. There's a lot of benefits to this knife. I don't know how much you want to go batoning it, because it's not a very thick blade. I'm not going to say it's going to handle, it's clearly not like a survival knife by any means, but I think it will handle very well in a lot of camping scenarios for the average person, not a survival situation. But all in all, what it is, I think a really good looking knife with fantastic ergos, a slicey blade, lots of good jimping in 2 locations on the spine, which is very, very nice. And this could also kind of be maybe even somewhat of a hunting knife to break down larger game. I feel like there's definitely some potential here with this. But yeah, really, really good looking knife, slicey blade, some great options coming out of Vosteed. The knife world is starting to wake back up again. We're getting into that second ramp going into the fall, into Christmas. There's a lot of new version that's going to be coming out from not just Vosteed, but all the other great manufacturers out there. These are just 2 of the latest versions from Vosteed. Let me know what you guys think of these 2. Really hope you enjoyed this. Cannot wait to bring you all the content leading up to the end of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.